a minute. I told you I was chatting different, can't you see I'm winning? Come on, get with it. Fly British boy, I'm in the end, it's just beginning.
Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Chanina. Hey girl, hey. Today is Tuesday, and so I am mom and wifing right now. I'm making dinner. I've got some onions sauteing right now. I'm about to make some gravy. I just made a smoothie. Y'all, I wish it was a little bit sweeter. I should have put more honey in it. I used just regular milk, some strawberry bananas, and peanut butter, and a little bit of honey. But I should have put some more honey in it. But anyway, so like I said, I've got dinner going on here. Let me bring y'all here in the kitchen. I got some dinner going on here, sauteing some onions so that I can make some homemade gravy. I'm making green beans, and I am cooking those lamb patties that I bought on sale. They were like $185 or $135, something like that. And a good sis left a comment and said that I should pan fry them and do them like a kind of like a ground beef patty in a sense, with the gravy over rice and a vegetable. So that's what we're doing, y'all. I didn't know what I was going to do with the grilled lamb because it suggested to put them on the grill, but I ain't never had lamb before, girl. Not like that anyway, not ground lamb. So I wasn't really sure what else I could do with them, but that's a good idea, girl, instead of beef. So that's what we're doing. Got some white rice that's already done. So I threw a turkey leg that I had left in the freezer, and I didn't want it to get freezer burned, so I went ahead and threw that in some water. I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken bouillon to it because I'm gonna put some frozen green beans in it. Like this, like that, okay? But yeah. So yesterday, I didn't film anything yesterday. I started to film yesterday. I was out doing those delivery apps yesterday. But yesterday, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The little clip that I did film, I was ranting and I was a bit agitated. And although I thought I was saying it in my calm, nice voice, when I looked back at it, it still came off like I was agitated. Girl, I wasn't doing nothing but ranting about my first drop off and how I had to climb 5 flights of steps to get to their door because they didn't want to meet me at the door outside the building. Child, then I went to rant about a comment that was made in a previous video about a rise being a scam, which I haven't seen a comment like that in a long time, okay? Not since they made the certification courses free. Now, before they made them free, girl, I used to hear them comments hear them comments all the time. Of people that was interested, and then they would become uninterested the moment that they realized they had to pay for the certification class, which there was a lot more to it, but it was just the idea of having to pay for something, because a lot of people, in their mind, it was like, why do I have to pay to work sort of mindset, which is fine. But anyway, child, that's what I was ranting about. But like I said, when I played it back, or when I looked back at it, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave this out. This didn't make the cut because it's coming off kind of, even though I got a smile on my face and I'm, just talking about it, the tone of my voice was still giving agitated, okay? Okay, y'all, so I'm about to switch my wax melts. I was at Kroger earlier to pick up some trash bags, and I came across these in the candle section. Now, I do like the Oak and Rye brand. I believe I know eucalyptus for sure, and then I believe the other one that I like is the sandalwood scent. But they had this Paris Nights, and I smelled it while I was in the store. It smelled really good, so hopefully it gives a really good throw, and it's not too strong, because there's another one that they make, Cabin Fever, I believe. It's really strong, so after a while it does tend to give me a headache a little bit. And then the one that I recently showed y'all in the last vlog in the empties video, the iris and oak or something like that. That one, about the next day, kind of gave me a headache. So hopefully this doesn't do that, but it smells really, really good in the pack. So hopefully this will be on the repurchase list. Okay, y'all, so we're back. What is funny? Olivia has the giggles today. I don't know what's wrong with her. But we're back, child. It's the next day. It's Wednesday. And finally, the water is going to be fixed tomorrow. Girl, I don't know what happened to it. Yesterday, when I got home, the water was working fine, right? The water was hot and everything. It was working just fine. And then by the time the hun went to take his bath, or his shower rather, it was back cold. So when I got home today, which I've been home for a few hours, when I got home today, there was a note saying that downstairs has a leak and they feel like it's coming from this apartment. Remember I told y'all that's what they said when they came to visit the other day, and that the plumber was going to be here tomorrow. So I've got to stick around for a bit tomorrow, which kind of sucks because it's Thursday and it might be busy tomorrow as far as making money is concerned, honey, in the streets. But I stick around a little. Hopefully they come in the morning. Oh, girl, not them gray hairs, honey. I'm about to take care of that because I cannot be walking around with gray hairs on the chin, child. Now, that's interesting because I'm feeling the steam. The dishwasher is hot, the water that's coming through there, but the faucet is cold. So anyways, y'all, we've been surviving, okay? Surviving the hot water situation, or lack thereof, can I say. We've been surviving. Girl, child, I ain't never boiled so much water in my life. What I'm about to do is boil me an egg because I want to eat a salad, and then I'm going to also make a pasta salad with some tuna in it for tomorrow. Have that with me tomorrow when I go out and for Friday. So have that going. I think I'm going to do this one right here, the pasta Caesar, and then I'm gonna add some tuna to it. I've got some Caesar dressing in the refrigerator, so I'm gonna add a little bit of that to it and probably some shredded cheese. Oh my goodness. Slap your daddy. Oh, I wonder if I threw some tomatoes up in there, how that would be. Oh my goodness. That sounds good, child. That is sounding good to me. I'm trying to wait until the hun call. Let me get rid of these flowers. I'm trying to wait until the hun call before I get all comfortable and stuff. Because I want to, wash my face and all that. Finally use my mask. I still haven't used it, y'all. I still haven't used the mask. Can you believe it? Child. When I say, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's so funny? Is something on your phone? Oh, okay.
No.
So you just laughing? Okay, anyway, Liv. Here, can you throw this trash away? Throw that away. Pour this out before throwing it in the trash so that the trash bag isn't leaking. So, today was, just a regular day or whatnot. We went out for about, we started at 12. We stopped about 4:30 or so. Because, again, I didn't want to have Olivia just out there in the heat like that. So we stopped at like 4:30 or so. And everything went pretty smooth today. I did have one situation where the drop off, when I got to the address, it was a firehouse or a fire station rather. And I was there for a little minute. You know, the timer started once I got there. It actually started um, in the next parking lot over. I was in the wrong parking lot at first, and all I had to do was just go to the next parking lot. So the timer had already started. And so I'm sitting there, and it honestly, it looked like no one was there. Like, my first thought was, okay, it looks like no one's here. Maybe they're gone on an emergency or something like that. I'm not sure because the door was locked. The other doors to the garage where the fire trucks are in were down. You know, there was nobody outside. Nobody came to the door at that time, right? So I'm sitting in the car and the timer is going down. I'm trying to text the customer, but it's taking me out of the app. That was so weird. I was trying to text the customer, but every time I tried to text and send a message, it took me outside of the app, right? So I'm sitting there, and so the timer goes out. So now I'm like, well, let me just leave the because if I call, if they're gone on an emergency, this was my thought process, right? If they're gone on an emergency, they're not going to answer the phone about some food. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I was like, well, let me just leave it. I don't want to just leave with their food, nor do I want their food. It was a Kiku Steakhouse order, which is a Japanese restaurant here in Atlanta, and I forget what they had, like some lobster rolls or something like that. I had to wait for it for a little bit, but anyway, so I didn't want to just leave with the food. I didn't want to keep the food. They paid their money for the food. I came all that way, so I got out the car, the timer had went out, I got out the car, and I just started kind of looking for a place to set it because I had 2 to-go plates in the bag. So I started looking for a place to sit it down. And next thing I know, 2 guys come out the door. Well, they open the door. And so I'm holding the food and I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm here to drop this off for, such and such and such and such. And they're like, we don't know that person. There's no one here by that name. So then I told them the address. I was like, this is such and such and such and such. And dude was like, yeah, it's the right place. We don't know this person though. There's no one here by that name. So I'm just like, oh, okay. So this was the first time where I couldn't drop off the delivery and the app wanted me to take it back to the restaurant. There's been one other occasion. Well, there's only been 3 occasions ever since I've been delivering where the person, I wasn't able to deliver the food to them because of like a wrong address, or what happened the last time. I was at the right address. The address was a plaza. They didn't have which business that they were in. I tried to call them. I texted them. The timer ran out. I sat for a few extra minutes, even though I had another order in the back seat to deliver, but I still gave it some time and couldn't give them their food. And so I had to roll out, right? So, and that happened last week. So anyway, there's a total of 3 times before this time where I wasn't able to deliver the item. So this was the first time where the app instructed me. It asked me if I wanted to try to go back and drop it off to the customer. And then there were some other options where the customer wanted to cancel, which that wasn't true because I hadn't even been able to get in contact with the customer through the app because it kept taking me out of the app every time I tried. So anyways, all in all, what ended up happening was the delivery that I had in the car that was supposed to be dropped. No, I'm lying. I had a delivery that I was supposed to pick up after I dropped that one off. So that was still going. So once I chose the option to return the food back, which they were still going to pay me for, it took me to the next pickup spot dropped that one off, and then it automatically redirected me back to the restaurant where I got the food from that I wasn't able to drop off. So that was the first time experiencing that, which I had no problems with doing that, you know, because it's like, to be honest with you, if I'm in a situation where, or when I was in the situation where I ended up with the food, 100% of the time I didn't even want the food. I would rather just have the money. Okay, and we're back. Got a little bit of a breakout right here, but it's okay. Girl, we are getting rid of our mustache and our chin hairs here. So it's the next day, and we've been kind of hanging around the house today, to be honest with you, to wait around for the plumber, for them to come. They haven't shown up yet. It is a little bit in the afternoon, so it's after a little bit after 12 or whatnot. Girl, that TV is loud in that living room. I'm gonna have to tell Lily Pooh to shut that TV down just a little bit. But anyway, y'all, so waiting on them. They haven't shown up just yet, so I've been just dilly-dallying around the house, doing a little straightening up, trying to start another video. Also I'm working on 2 videos right now. So I've got them. I've been sitting here at the computer getting those in the editing software as 2 separate projects so that I don't fall behind, right? And feel overwhelmed. So as I'm just filming throughout the day, for whatever reason, I am unloading it onto my phone. I mean, the computer from my phone. And yeah. So, girl, I used up the last of the Magic Shave. So that's what I've been using, is the Magic Shave. Now I do again have a little bit of a breakout from the Band-Aids. I think it's either coming from the Band-Aids or a moisturizer. I need to stop putting so many different things on my face. I touch my face all the time. I switch up with different products. Sometimes I use the Neutrogena acne free bar. Sometimes I use that. Sometimes I use the Noxzema that I have in the shower. Sometimes I use, well, right now it's just between those 2 things. And then the other day I did try the Be Pure cleanser, which is in comparison to CeraVe, I believe. It came from the Dollar Tree, so I tried that for the first time the other day with the moisturizer, just to, you know, see what it was giving. So, girl, and then I used the shea butter on my face, which I don't think that would cause any issues with my face. Girl, just a whole combination of things going on my face. I know one thing I need to work on, though, is stop touching my face. I'm always, first of all, let me just say this, and this might be TMI, but it is what it is, right? I feel that I have the itchiest skin in the world. Like, I'm always itching, and it drives me insane because I feel myself constantly just scratching everywhere, you know, and trying to do it on the slots sometimes, because it's not that I'm dirty or anything, or that on any drugs or anything like that. It's just my skin, I just be itching, you know. It's crazy. And if I scratch enough, like right now, look at me, I'm scratching right now. If I scratch enough in certain areas of my body, girl, I might end up getting like a little bit of a rash. Like, it's so weird. And my skin has always been like that. It breaks out on certain type of metals. Like right now, the earrings that I wear every single day, they're starting to bother me now because the coating is starting to come off. Let's see. Let me look at them. Anyways, y'all get the point. But yeah, child, my skin, that's definitely something that I deal with internally. I don't really talk a lot about it because I'd be talking about it every single day. Because some days it just really does bother me. Like, I notice it a lot, and then some days it's like whatever, I'm not even noticing it, or it's very tolerable. But when it's hot outside, that's when I notice it the most, because it's me and the heat do not get along. I told y'all that before. Me and the heat do not get along, girl. So oh my goodness. But anyway, I just went off into a rant. I'll be back. Okay, I am drinking on this bubbly sparkling water. It is the watermelon flavor, and it's definitely not the same as the crystal clear or crystal American clear American waters from Walmart. Those are a little bit sweeter. They are sweetened. It does say that on the packaging, but yeah, girl. We working our way through these bubblies. The watermelon is okay. This is the first time that I'm having it, and it's okay. It's I like, again, the only real difference between this and the clear American is the sweetness. So for lunch, I'm eating the pasta salad. I told you guys that I was making what you call it, those simply pastas. This right here, or suddenly salad. So I chose the Caesar one. And so last night I made it up, put the tuna in it. I used the creamy recipes. So there's two ways that you can do this. You can do it with just like the oil and vinegar, or you can use mayonnaise and milk. So I used the mayonnaise and milk to make it creamier. And I did add a little bit of Caesar dressing last night, and then I added a little bit on top. But I just chopped up some tomatoes and added some cheese and left it sitting out for a little bit because it was too cold for my teeth, girl. I got sensitive teeth. So what I'm about to do is, I've been checking out, is it Area 81 or I forget what it's called, but the night before last, I came across a show on Netflix. I think it's called Area 51. No, Area 51 or Avenue 81, something like that. So I'm going to go and cut that on and eat my lunch, and I will check back with y'all in a little while.
Fuck that. Give me a minute, I told you I was chatting different, can't you see I'm winning?